Hello friends, it's me again. Today I have something very special that I want to show you. Can you guess? This plant came back. This is a vegetable plant. It's a viney vegetable plant. And it came back. This is the 5th year that it came back. And I'm so excited. I thought it was gonna die last year because of snow and cold. And but yeah, it came back and I'm excited. Okay, this is the plant or the vegetable that I was telling you. This is called chayote. In Filipino, we call it sayote. You can buy this in grocery stores and supermarkets here in America. And some of these produce are from Mexico, Central America, and maybe Florida grows chayote too. I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is available if you go to a grocery store. And 5 years ago, I planted my very own chayote plant from a vegetable. I went to a grocery store and I chose something that is more mature, wrinkly. If you see some wrinkles, it means it's more mature. And if you can see the crack right there, this crack will show some leaves or some roots. If you want to plant your own chayote plant, make sure that you get the wrinkly one and the one that has roots in the crack, okay? And I'm sure it's a good one to plant and you will have success in planting. And one more thing to consider is that if you live in a zone where it gets really below freezing or something that you don't have success in planting summer crops or summer vegetables, or you have a longer cropping season, this may not work for you, okay? Because chayote will at least require at least 5 months of growing before you can get your chayote harvest. 5 to 6 months, okay? And in America, there are zonings. They call it agricultural zonings. In Tennessee, we have two categories, like Zone A and Zone B. And where I'm at, where I live, where my family lives, we are in Zone A. It's a little cooler. And down where my in-laws live, they are Zone B, so they're a little warmer. The higher the number, the warmer the climate of the states. Like in Florida, they are probably in Zone 9 or Zone 10. But anyway, I do know that in Zone 7, chayote survives. So if you're in Zone 6, you can try. But this is the secret why my chayote came back for the 5th time this year. See that? In March, my chayote plant grew back, but because it was a little warm. And then in April, sometime in April, the temperature again fluctuated and it went back to freezing. So we had to cover it with plastic covering. And last year, during fall, when we had leaves on the ground, we raked them and we gathered them and collected them and pile it around the base of my chayote plant. You have to put mulch as high as 3 to 4 feet and as wide as possible, because the root system of the chayote plant has spread, okay? So see, it climbed and I'm excited. I may get more chayote this year. And I have this baby plant. This is another chayote plant. And there is another one over there. Over there. Can you see it? And there's another one over there. Okay? Can you even see that one? Right there. That is a chayote plant. So I have 3 new chayote plants this year. But this one, I guarantee you, I will be getting more produce on this one around October or November. So, I mean, I don't get a lot, about a month of produce that I would get from it, but it's very important to me because I like chayote. I really do, and my mother-in-law, she likes it too. And yeah, so don't forget, if you want to plant chayote, get the one that has roots and it's more mature, and then just plant it, and make sure that you water it regularly. And one more thing, chayote does like a more well-drained soil. And make sure you put a lot of compost before you plant so that your chayote plant will thrive and it'll be healthy. And then you keep watering them. You don't really have to fertilize chayote as long as your soil is fertile. And in the Philippines, I remember my parents grew a chayote plant, and it was alive for as long as it was bearing fruits. As long as it was bearing chayote plants. Yes, it would die eventually, but the good thing here in America, it could rest, because fall, everything here, just like the trees around, it would rest, and then the root system is still there, and then the trees come back to life in spring, just like my chayote plant. So I see I didn't have to plant. But in the Philippines, because it has a longer season, longer planting season, so it may just continue bearing fruits or bearing chayote vegetables, and then eventually the root system will just die off because, you know, because of age. But here, I'm excited that I can do this. I mean, yeah, why not, right? So that's it. I'm glad, and I hope that you find this video useful. You can share this with your families and friends. Okay? Until next time, happy gardening.